Okay, we should be live. Let me check out Twitter quickly. Okay, we're live here as well. Let's check YouTube. Okay, looks good
Ascension.
here as well. I hope everybody is doing well. Let me just remove this so I don't hear myself. Okay, what's up, tech dude? Throw in your requests in the description down below. Getting dropped frames. So this is my first time streaming off this new PC, so if there's a little bit of issues, please excuse me. We will figure it out as we go along. I see the drop frames is about at 30%. It's not a game, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while since I've streamed, but been building a PC, so I just want it to be perfect. I don't have two screens, so everything is on one tab. Hopefully we don't have any issues. And we'll see how it goes. As soon as I get my other screen, it will be much smoother. And yeah, let's get into this chart. We'll start off with BTC as while we wait for everybody to flow in. Overall, this is the reload zone for the long position. So if you wanted to take long positions on BTC, you should have been getting it in the 61.8 or below the 61.8 and the 78.6 level. We spent enough time there for accumulation. This accumulation phase has ended. This is the weekly chart. We can see how high we were at these levels up here. So you would expect a correction if we start printing these greens, all these red signals up here. Let's see how deep this retracement was. I think it went to the 236. Let's put that one on there as well. So not much has changed. This is a very bullish weekly candle, as this is a Dragonfly Doji. There's still a few days left in this week for it to close. What we would like to see this, if you're a bull, you would like to see this move sideways here. Let these indicators reset, let them come down. If you want these higher levels to hold. If you were a bear and you wanted to buy this dip, you're going to have to put your limit orders on the way down, because there are a lot of buyers here. And a lot of people called this rejection here. This rejected perfectly off the reload zone in reverse. At the 61.8, you can see it hit here. It has done this bear market rally, or let's say the first rally to the 61.8 every cycle. It goes to that fib level before, and it does it before the halvening, before going down. So you can see that same rejection there at the red line. We've got that same rejection now at the red line. And then 2015 had the exact same thing happen. There's now more bears than ever, which gets me hesitant, because they can't all be right, and they're often wrong, right? I mean, we called these lows, we called these rallies, we called these corrections perfectly. We called the rejection at the 48,000 level, and by the rumor Salvin news event months before this happened, right? And now everybody's bearish, which gets me a little bit concerned. Other way, best case scenario is we move sideways here. Or we do that correction and we come back and retest these breakout levels. This is the best case scenario for the perfect chart for good market structure. But you don't always get what you want, right? So Best thing for the bulls is sideways movements here. Get these indicators to reset. We can go again. Let's look at when the altcoin season might be happening. So we were very high on the Bitcoin dominance here. When this goes up, the altcoins don't do well. When this goes down, the altcoins do really, really well. So this last week, we've had this rally up higher. When BTC is under pressure or rallying strongly, it pushes this thing up. On the weekly here, we're pretty much in the middle of the indicators. Not bullish nor bearish. On the shorter time frames, on the daily, there was a little bit of a bullishness printing here. So let's see where we get rejected. Hopefully we get rejected at the 61.8, which is the 53%, so we can roll over again and start this macro downtrend for a nice altcoin bull run. Let me see if I can see your chat here. Okay, I can see your guys' chat here. X-Files, Tech Dude, Red Squirrel, what's up, oi oi. Brett Stone, what's up, dude? Tetra, okay. Okay, we'll get to your coins. If you... So I'm not gonna get notifications for... donations either way. I'll try to get it to them. There's just a lot going on here if you don't have two screens. I'm just going to pause this so it doesn't take more. Okay, BTC. The dollar index is also important. The weekly was quite low. Nothing major bouncing here on the weekly. Let's look at the daily on the shorter time frames. Getting to overbought areas here. It's had a nice rally putting on pressure on BTC and all the other risk assets, including the S&P, etc. If this rolls over, obviously this is good for us. Now, what is the S&P and the Nasdaq doing? Nasdaq all-time highs. The all-time highs is the green line. So that's fine. A little bit overbought at these areas. Let's look at the S&P at all-time highs, getting bearish prints here. It's fine if we roll over. Let's just hold the all-time high and then we can go higher. Total market cap. You can see bearish prints here on the total market cap. I'm rolling over a little bit here. This is the first bearish print we've had in years. The last time the bearish print happened was back here, just before the halving. Okay, so maybe a good pullback will be healthy. These indicators need to reset. They're a bit overheated on the shorter time frame. Or the weekly is not shorter time frame. Pretty sure there's bearish divergences here. Yeah, so there's bearish divergences here. The indicators are over. A little bit hot here on the weekly time frame. Let this roll over. We can retest these breakout levels. Once again, with total 3, the same bullish bearish divergences. The best scenario here for you is sideways movement or retrace to this breakout level. Others are your below your top 10 coins. A very, very overheated here on the indicators, bearish divergences. Best case scenario for the bulls is sideways movement. What would look the best is a retest of this breakout level. Let's look at, so the dollar is kind of weak, so that's good for us. Looks like it wants to roll over. USD Tether, though, is bullish here on the weekly time frames. Let's look on the hourly or the daily. A little bit rejected here, was quite high, so it can roll over on the daily, but it looks like it has more bullishness on the weekly. Now, when this chart is bullish, that's bearish for the altcoins or bearish for crypto, as when stablecoins gain market share, people are obviously selling crypto to go into stablecoins. Oil, bullish here. If this goes up, that's not good for the risk assets, right? We want this to roll over. Okay, that's pretty much everything. Let's go to PLS. Okay. the daily chart here, we've built beautiful market structure. We rallied off the lows. Let's see how high we got. We found support on the 38.2, which is the pump chaser zone. Some people will take long positions here and risk it all the way to the 50%. So their stop loss, or when they'll be wrong at the 50%, so they're still in this trade. They have their long position there, risk it to the 50%, and a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Something like that. Either way, this is very good on the stochastic RSI. You can see the bullish crossing up on the daily very low. The last time this happened was back here. And you can see consequently the massive run we had. So at the very least, that is very good for us, and the stochastic has totally reset. If you were a bear, you would wait for the golden ratio to be hit to take a short. So here, and you risk it to the 50% and the 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. If you were a bear, that's where you would take a short position. So the bulls are in a position here. The shorts are setting up their positions. Overall, we're at the 38.2. We never really came back to retest these breakout levels. Maybe we do another rally and then roll over. A lot with BTC. The same thing can happen here. Let's go down to the daily. From this area right into the reload zone, right? So this is where the shorters will have their short position. So this is all gonna play off of what happens with BTC here. If BTC rallies to this 45,000 area, PLS will do the same. If BTC gets rejected at this area and the bears get in their positions with a successful trade, we will go down as well. We can go to the weekly. Let's see what's going on there. So the stochastic RSI still turned down bearish here on the 3-day chart. And let's look on the weekly. This has been concerning to me for a while because it's so high here on the stochastic RSI, but this can trend up here for quite a long time before rolling over. Okay, let's look at some ratios. So PLSX almost got to the 61.8, which is the golden ratio. Massive week here. Pretty sure the indicators look the same, and we'll go to the ratios between the two. So massive W formed here. This has left value. Value is at the 61.8, so I can only swap my PLS for PLSX down here. Overall, we're not even in the reload zone, and if in fact we got rejected at the short reload zone, which is this area here. Beautifully got rejected in this area. You can just see the wicks closing in here. This is the short location. This is where professionals go short. So some people, the smart money, took some PLSX profits that they bought down here, sold it here for a nice gain. So yeah, I mean, we know where value is at. It's at the 61.8. I can't chase it here. I need to wait for this to come down. I don't know how deep this will go. We're probably at the 38.2, which is the pump chaser zone, so it could go higher here. I think it actually went as low as the 50%. Yeah, so we're just below the 38.2, which is the pump chaser zone. Let's see if we can get above there and hit higher. Either way, it's too late to be excited about that bear in any way. EX, still the cheapest PLS ratio out there. Very, very cheap versus PLS. I mean, this is a third bullish divergence that is now formed here, as the price is lower here and the indicator is still higher. This is also played out here, indicator lower. This is how we called the bottom on PLSX and INC is by using these bullish divergences. And then bullish divergence all the way from back here as indicators much higher than what the price action was back here. So this looks really good here. Although it looks scary, this is where I should be getting some EHEX. And I actually did a DCA into PLS. I should swap that for PLSX, and I'm going to do that after this show for EHEX, not PLSX. By far the cheapest ratio out there. EHEX ratio versus PHEX will tell the same story. It will tell us that EX is the cheapest here, and we can see here EHEX is inside of the reload zone versus PHEX. So this is where I can take alongs for EHEX. X on Ethereum up 6% on the day. So on the USD pair, nothing changes unless we start closing candles above these levels. That's your breakout level. That's your large W that you can see on the chart here. If you go on the weekly, you can see the large weekly W here. This is a cup and handle forming here. So cup and handle. This is the handle now forming here. Classical cup and handle. Obviously needs to break above that level and hold it. If we were to go higher, nothing has changed unless it closes there. So very clear things to look out for. PHEX versus Pulse itself here. If we, I mean, there are some bullish divergences here as prices going lower, indicators going higher. We are in value here. We haven't formed market structure, but if the granny really wanted some PHEX here, she can swap some PLS for her PHEX here, because PHEX is cheap versus PLS here. Okay. The incentive token up 8% on the day. Got really high here. Actually, the first nibble area for the granny was hit, which is the 61.8 at 1.86 cents. She could buy there. She could buy more at the 78.6 level at 1.21, and at 83 cents is the 88.6 level. So there are her buy levels. Very high still on the indicator. Let's look at it versus Raptor Pulse. Not in value yet. You can see where most of the volume was traded, all the way down here. If we pull up our FIB tool, I can start buying at 15,837 PLS per ink, or at 12,500, and I can use the 88.6 level as well. This 10,666 level just looks to me like the most likely area to visit, because this ran very quickly. It really didn't form any market structure. The only market structure or not green candles that we had on the chart was back here. If you have these massive green candles, the market does not like inefficiencies like that, so it will come back and retest, fill these green candles with red candles. It doesn't have to happen now. It can still go higher here and then do it later. Either way, ink is not in value here. It needs to go a little bit lower before I can swap some PLS for it. If those guys who bought down here have been selling doubles all the way up, and that they did get a double at 18k if they were buying these lows down here. Okay, and we will just cover the COSA, Hedron, Kick and Gran, and then I'll get to your guys' questions. COSA, not in value here, right? This is the weekly chart. It literally rallied off its lows. I can only get it when it gets into these levels down here, which is at 10 cents, 6.9 cents, 4.6 cents, etc, etc. This moved very quickly, very high. This is the opposite of good market structure. This is an M, which is good market structure for a short. It's just dangerous to chase it here. Let's look at the value versus PLS. You can see the strong bearish divergence as this price is going higher here. Value is down here, right? Technically, value is at 1,100 PLS per ICOSA, 792 and 600 PLS per ICOSA. That is where value is at. This is called the nosebleed section. I can't chase it up here. Okay. It looks like, frankly, it looks like it wants to pull back here. Hedron needs to close candles. I know this isn't even a valid breakout. So, I mean, that's, yeah. This area here was your breakout level, expected to get retested. Let's look at it versus Rapid Pulse. So this is Hedron. Hedron is just above value for PLS. It needs to get in here. You're going to have to watch this closely to get your orders filled. It hasn't performed as well as ICOSA has. Keck made a new all-time high. I don't know if it's going to pull back either way. Value for this coin is in this area down here. Let's look at it versus Rapid Pulse. Really hasn't taken off yet. This is the breakout level. So it's coming down to retest the breakout level. And we are still in value. So the granny can technically still get some kick here as it's below the 61.8. Let's look at granny. And let's switch to Rapid Pulse off the bat. The 3-day chart, we can see the indicators are nice and low. We've rallied off our lows and bouncing off the 61.8, and this is where I can actually get some more granny. And I'll definitely get some more here as it's bouncing off the 61.8 and it's off the all-time highs. Not only is it value on the macro, not only is it in value in the macro, it's also in value on the shorter time frame. Let's get to your coins. Let's get to your coins. Over here. Okay. Teddy bear. 28% on the day. Remember to look at these things versus Rapid Pulse. It's not interesting at all if you're not looking at it from these levels. I mean, just literally, I've been watching these levels, right? And I think because I speak about them publicly, I get front run, and you can see where my targets was. Like, it was literally 0.5% off my targets. Either way, I did buy some here. I FOMOed some in here. I sold a lot on the way up and literally sold at the tippy top here. So I've been buying on the way down. I would have loved to get some more here, but this has now taken off. Either way, I still have some of this to be selling on the way up. Indicator got nice and low. There's a lot of hidden bullish divergences that was formed here. This is now left value, so you've missed this one. You can see where value is at, and we're above that on the shorter time frame. On the macro, technically still in value, as we are still below the 61.8, this area here. But you've missed cheap prices, right? Cheap prices was down here, and these areas down here, right? Technically, I can't fault the granny to get some here. You can see the beautiful little W there. So that's a nice W in a macro W and lots of W's here. So you've got indicator confirmation, you've got location, you've got market structure. You've got pretty much everything you need. This is why I've got a lot of Teddy, and I'll be selling on the way up. Blast Star, I'm pretty sure Blast is now old news. Let's see if it's had a retracement yet. Yeah, so let's look at it versus Rapid Pulse. We'll go to the daily. Very high on the daily here, right? We could do a fib retracement too. It's not in value. The value is down here. It's tested it once, but never really got there. So this is still the nosebleed section. The indicator, you can see how high this printed, right? There's still a lot of room to the downside. Not cheap just yet. Wait for this to cool down. It needs a lot more room to go down. See where most of the volume was traded on this. Well, not an accurate print, so nothing really to see there. It's not telling us much. Either way, value for blast is down there. Still very high on the indicator. I don't know how high this can go. It can either easily reverse here and go higher. Right, I'm not the market maker. I can't tell you what's going to happen here. No bullish divergence on the shorter time frames. Yeah, nothing interesting. Still the nosebleed section. Can't even look at it if it's not inside of the reload zone. That's the end of the story. Pretty much. Sound is good. Okay, if anything else is not working, let me know. This is the first time streaming on this. Okay, Freedom is a new coin, right? So it's gonna be too high for the granny. I don't know what your trading plan is. You need to figure out your own trading plan. I can't tell you what to do. I follow the granny style of investing, and I can only tell you what the granny is looking at. Right value for this coin is down here. Maybe you can snipe it here and it goes much higher, or it just rug pulls and you buy a falling knife, right? Nosebleed section, value is down here. Ideally, what you would like to see is a low indicator, so a low RSI. You would like it to get into value, and you would like it to create market structure, which is higher lows, or a W on the chart, with the second V being higher than the first one. Generally, these new coins don't give you these good chances, but how would a granny handle a market like this? She would manage her risk, right? That's her first rule. She wouldn't put a large percentage of her overall portfolio in this coin, so she would put a very small percentage, never exceeding more than 5% of her overall portfolio, of her overall trading portfolio, right? So 95% of my coins is in cold storage, staked or LP farming or just lying there. And then 5% of my PLS is in a separate hot wallet, which is my trading portfolio, right? And of that 5%, I can split it up evenly into a vast amount of shitcoins. And each of those shitcoin positions doesn't exceed 5% of that trading portfolio. So that is basic risk management. That's the first thing any trading school will ever teach you, and it's consistent across all trading professions or trading disciplines, is risk management. So the most important thing is to be able to come back and to trade again tomorrow. MP. Okay, I've already done 2 of your coins, X-Files. On Pulse Chain, volume is dropping and quite low lately. Is that concerning? Dude, I don't care about fundamentals, honestly. It was the same when Famous was going on about people not using the Pulse Chain bridge. I'm not even... And my commentary on that time was that once there's green candles, you will see volume flow over on the bridge, and that is what happened. No, I'm not concerned about volume. It will all return once candles sprint green. Access yesterday threw a chart up about PTGC and its direction. Please give us an idea how high PTG can go this pump. Go to rapid pulse. So personally, and the granny does not worry about how high something can go. That's generally stupid. Price predictions, and everybody always wants price prediction. That's very a retail thing to do. What the granny does is she gets in positions and she sells halves on doubles on the way up. I don't know what you like to do, or etc. You can do fib extensions from the high to the low, which gives you this 53-cent area as your first stop. This is called the parking garage between these two levels. It's generally your first stop. But this is the nosebleed section. I can't chase it up here. This is new all-time highs. These aren't cheap prices. Cheap prices was inside of the reload zone, and it gave you chances, a few chances. Even at the 78.6 level, that's where you should have gotten it. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see bearish indications on the chart, and we do, or on the indicators. As you can see, momentum is lower. You can see the RSI is going down. See, it's lower here, yet the price action is higher. This is called bearish divergences. This can easily be invalidated if this wants to go a lot higher. It can invalidate this. This is a very nice looking chart. You've got these higher lows here. It's perfect market structure. This is your W here. Let me draw that in a little bit better, which is all good and well. It was deep enough. I should have been watching this closer and getting some, and I would have been in a double here. So at 4 cents, 8 cents was already a double. So would have been selling a lot of doubles already. Should have been getting it here, these areas down here. Not up here, it's too late. Can't chase it. Nosebleed section, all-time highs. Value has left the building. Can go higher. I'm not interested in 10, 20, 30%, 40, or even 50% gains. I'm interested in a double. For me to get a double, I need to get these things down here. This can still go on and do a double. I don't care. It can go. I'm not interested at all in something like this. Beautiful chart. Well done to them. Could be the next bonk. I don't care. I want cheap prices. Tetra. I like their limit orders. I use it often. Look at it versus rapid pulse. If we put on the line chart, I mean, you're in value, right? This is where value is at. Right, we're inside the reload zone. Maybe I should actually get some here. If we remove the candle bodies and put on a line chart, we've got bullish divergences here. It's about to be confirmed. You can see a nice little W forming here. And if it closes above this level, it's most likely going to break out. I still don't have Tetra. Dude, I should really get some here. It's in value. Yeah, I should really get some here. Good chart. In value, you've got markets. We don't have market structure just yet. Market structure will be confirmed once we break above this level here. Okay, that 7.63 area. It might just be a little bit too late by then. This is a bullish candle that formed yesterday. Please don't fund run me. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of this. Tetra looks good here. Blast is not ready. Sold for freebies near the top. Nice. Based on sentiment and what do you see from Wells and SAC wallets, does this change your fib extension targets? No. Coin up. LP mostly tied to ink. Up, up. Seen this in the past. Versus USD. A little bit high, needs to come a little bit lower. So that's versus DAI, incentive token. Oh, we can look to see if it's cheap versus INC. So a little bit expensive against INC. I can get it when it gets below this level here. So almost ready to buy on USD value and almost ready to buy versus INC. Just a little bit lower it needs to go. Lower it needs to go. A little bit lower. We've looked at freedom. Let's look at loan token. Loan. Liquid loans. This is rapid pulse. Very high on the indicators down there. So it's made new lows. Still bullish divergence is forming. You're going to have to watch this closely because you're going to have to watch till you see this. You see a little W on the chart. You don't have that yet, right? And it seems like loan is going to continue tricking you. Wait for a small W. Wait till the candle gets above its breakout level, and that's your long location. So you've got location, you've got indicator confirmation, but you don't have market structure yet. We need to see a W form on the chart. So you need your lows to be defended, something like that. It's probably going to happen quickly as loan likes to leave people behind for some reason. What's up, Dewey? Thanks, Attila. What's up, Gerardo? Yeah, there might be some lag. I've literally just started OBS. I've not changed anything. So if there is, Zen. Sorry about the lag, guys. Just lagging. Hansi's lagging big time. Fucking reducing broadcast quality to just lag it. We can't see your quality. Quality dropped to 720, please. Sorry about that, guys. This is literally a brand new PC and I haven't configured OBS at all. Really sorry about that. I see I've got 50% dropped frames. Let's see if I can change some things here. Best quality encoder. Video bitrate. Let's change to 320. Guys, shouldn't change these things now. Oh, audio bitrate. I'm really sorry about that, guys, about the lag. I remember Total FOMO, bro. P-Burn. I never got into it. I was looking to get into it. But then 9-inch launched and I was playing that, so let's look at Total FOMO. There. See, I was interested in this area here. Rallied, it's now come down again. Still not in value just yet. Versus PLS, it is in value here. It's formed bullish divergences here as well. No. Either way, if you wanted some total FOMO, this is the area where you should be interested. Can I look at PDI? Let's look at PDI. So the whole HRPA ecosystem will look a lot the same. So it's blasting off here. Dude, I've been accumulating these all down the lows, right? Been talking about this for quite a while. This hasn't broken. Nothing has really changed. If we don't get candles to close above here, nothing has changed. This, you can see the market structure here. This was the lows, right? So this is your W here. That's your high. You've got your higher low. And once it makes a higher high, that's your indication that you can go long. Expect the retest and then a breakout level. Let's see if we're still in value. Yeah, we're still in value, well below the 61.8, etc. On the shorter time frames, though, not in value, right? But I can't fault the granny if she wanted to get some here. It's still cheap. Some grannies will, in fact, just wait for this breakout level, this W, to form inside of their reload zone, because they don't. Some of them don't like catching a falling knife, so they'll wait for market structure to be formed to go long. And that hasn't happened just yet. You need to wait for this 14.7 PLS per P die for it to be confirmed. BBC on PLS, hella oversold, yeah. So, okay, let's look at BBC as these. Ooh, 33%. See, it's on my watch list. This has broken out. BBC has now broken out versus USD. You can see the market structure here, which is a W, right? And it's broken out. So that's your W confirmed versus USD. Let's look at it versus 9-inch. Should probably trading this versus 9. Outperforming 9-inch very strongly, right? Rallied off its lows, right? Though, I should say. The indicator's not impressive at all. Let's look at BBC versus PLS. Hopefully there is a PLS pair here. This one here. Doesn't matter the liquidity, we just want to see the ratio. If you're a watcher of mine, you will know that little symbol down there. That is a W. It's broken out. So, yeah. That is a confirmed long versus BBC. I don't know how high it goes. If you really wanted cheap prices, you've kind of missed it, right? Hope and pray for a retest, a rollover and a retest. You're probably not going to get it. It's probably already too late, or you should. What I'm trying to say is you should probably chase this, right? If you really want some BBC. Destroyed, obviously, on the chart, and this is what you want to look for, right? Absolutely something that is absolutely wrecked, right? We don't buy tops, so we look for deals down here, and you can see the W just looking at you, telling you, hello. And we're probably going to see some bullish divergences that formed before that. I mean, I would have loved this chart to be oversold, right? It's like chilling in the middle here for some reason. Let's look at 9-inch. Generally, if the incentive token is first, the other thing wants to go as well. Guys, do you see the symbols on this chart? 9-inch will be confirmed a breakout there. I mean, it's time to be interested in 9-inch, guys. Now this is where you come to get exceptional value. Is somewhere is here, right? And you cannot tell me that this is not value that's been given to you for free. So click the like button and subscribe. It helps everybody, right? It pumps everybody's bags if my videos do well, right? So click like, subscribe, right? People ask thousands of dollars for value like this, and I'm giving it to you guys for free. This is about to break out here. 9-inch versus PLS, and this is the log chart. This is deep, deep, deep value. You can see how this thing has been obliterated, absolutely destroyed. Thanks for bringing it to my attention again. You guys can see all the coins that I have on my watch list here. XCH. What was the question? Chiavis is at 29, still going lower. Oh, look how beautifully it bounced off my level. Hey? Isn't this like, guys, there's no one in crypto that can give you charts like this. The absolute accuracy of this is just ridiculous. So bounced off the 61.8. If you wanted some, you should have had your buy order there. You can see how bullish it was down here. This was oversold like a maniac, and it's now bounced. On the weekly, though, has more room to go down, but this is just such a valuable area. Lots of confluence here. That is why this W is painted in here. That's what I want to see. I want to see higher lows form here. I don't know if it's going to come lower. You should have had your order there. You probably would have gotten filled. I'm so impressed with that chart. This 9-inch chart. So I need to get Tetra and I need to get 9-inch today. And I would love to get some E-Hex as well. Noise axis. Good to see you, Hans. So let's get our next stream in. It's going to be stupid bull time. I think I can help you stay a little more irrationality bullish after we go live. Awesome. Reach out to me, Gerardo. Ask what I think about Mint. I've been looking at Mint in my previous live streams as well. I got some at that level marked. So I got some in this area here because wicks and tails like to be eaten. After this rejection, I got some down here. I never sacrificed for Mintra, but I didn't sacrifice for most coins because I wanted to get them when they were listed, right? I mean, very, very cheap, right? You had bullish divergences, as you can see indicators going higher, but price action was lower here. Because this was a new low that was made here. With more bullish divergences, this price went lower again. Looks like it wants to roll over here. Pretty much all we have on this chart is, let's take off the log scale, is this range to work with, right? So kind of in the nosebleed section, not in value just yet. Value for Mintra versus PLS is here. You can see how it's bounced with the 61.8 once again. And then we can do a volume analysis to see where most of the volume was traded. So that's not helpful, as this is a large volume node above us, which we have lost. There's another volume node here at the 61.8, and then just below the 78.6 level, there's a lot here. So how the granny will do this is, if she can get orders filled at the 61.8 at 33 PLS per Mintra and 23 PLS per Mintra, and then 18 PLS per Mintra, she will just dollar cost average her way down. The Godwell, I check his likes. He still likes this. He's one of I think the largest sacrificer here in Mintra. Either way, value for this coin is down here. I can't tell you what to do, if to buy this or not to buy this. I can just say for the granny, this is where value is at. We're slightly above it, right? So either we need to set our limit orders on Tetra, or we need to wait for it to get into this area. We've got indicator confirmation. We don't, technically in the long term, we do have location. On the short term, we don't have a location because this is your location. This is where value is at. So we've got indicator confirmation. We don't have location. We don't have market structure. Once we're inside of location, we need to have higher lows on the charts. But I'd probably just blindly buy these 61.8 and 78.6 and 88.6 level. How the granny will handle this by catching a falling knife is she will ladder in her positions. Have a percentage point here, another percentage point here, and another percentage point there. And then she can average her cost levels together and get her profit taking levels, etc. Whatever she would like to do. Is it my connection or anyone else connection keep dropping? Sorry about the connection, guys. Could I chart access? Access. Okay, I've gone through everybody's chat. Sorry once again for the lag in the stream. Promise you next time it will be better. I think access is the last one people want me to take a look at. 20k up 3% on the day. Some bearish divergences there on the USD pairing. Getting nice and low here on the indicators. Nothing has changed. Still slightly in the nosebleed section. It looks like it's going to give you a chance to get some inside the reload zone, and that's where you should get some. Still lower highs on the RSI. No bullish divergence has formed here. Yeah, corrections are healthy, right? This will give you a chance if you've missed this to finally get some if you really wanted some. And these are your levels to be interested. We're getting there. The indicators are getting nice and reset. Let's see if we can get as low as we were back here on the indicators. Maybe even oversold. And yeah, you can see when HOA finally got nice and oversold, it had nice and lots of room to move to the upside. Any opinions on NOPE token? I saw NOPE rallied recently like 100%, but it's probably going to retrace that whole level. Because it happened really, really quickly. I sold all my NOPE token like I got the airdrop. So this was a V bottom. Markets don't like V bottoms. Just make sure it was a V bottom. Yeah, it was a V bottom. It's gonna retrace this whole level. You're gonna love it down there. And I don't hate these coins. I don't hate them. I'm just giving you my clear, unbiased analysis here from looking at thousands of charts over a 7-year period, and I'm still wrong often. That's why I manage my risk. The indicators I know are pretty oversold. They're disgustingly cheap. Okay, I think we've pretty much looked at everything. Let's see if there are any interesting requests. Iko Saij on stream lagging. Yeah, stream lagging. BBC 9-inch. CoinHub. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Okay, Thoth has been asking about proof of no work for a very long time in my everywhere. So let's look at that for him. You had a very, very long accumulation zone, right? Should have been interested in getting... I mean, I talked about this down here. I'm pretty sure I said it was a great buy. This is only now broken out. Very, very cheap. Only now broken out. So market structure, location. I don't know if there's indicator confirmation, but I mean, this is picture perfect chart, right? Lots of W's here. So I should actually get some here. Right? I thought I was cool with this dev, but he posted some stupid stuff about technical analysis in his Telegram channel. Either way, I'm going to talk positively about this coin because I really don't care what you think about me or what I do. And this is a buy. What is a few beats between friends? It's just broken out. I mean, is this a 10x? That's like a 4x to the top. Yeah, picture perfect breakout. What more can you say? Click the like button. Did I take... I sold a lot of com to buy a PC, so please forgive me. In value inside the reload zone, this is where you should be buying some versus USD. Let's look at it versus Hex. Let's look at it versus Rapid Pulse, excuse me. I've got hiccups. Not in value versus PLS, right? A little bit high here. You should wait for these areas down here. This is a log chart. Oh, never mind. We are inside of value. Literally at the 88.6 level. COM is in value versus PLS here. Okay? Sell off on a double on the way up. Unfortunately, I had to sell something. Thanks for the super chat, P. Burn. Thanks for the BBC and the 9-inch request, because those charts look damn well. Very deep value. And I hope you catch my pun. That being said, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for interacting with me. Thank you for clicking like, and thank for subscribing. Thanks for the super chats, P. Burn. Great emoji there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers for now, and bye-bye. And I see you guys are buying up this 9-inch price in front of my face. Okay, you got better move quickly, because I'm going to execute that buy order now. Have a good one. Cheers for now. Play for my position of strength, don't get wrecked, and I'll see you guys.